Now, outside of wrestling, I know you're very big on motivational speaking and have in the past given speeches in schools, talked to kids. Talk to me about what made you decide to pursue that, and talk to me about your passion for doing this
Well,
kind of
I
venture.
used to, with different wrestling offices and stuff over the years and stuff, is like, go do, can you go and do a say no to drugs talk? Can you do a motivational, thing? So I did a few of those and stuff throughout my career. And it's kind of afterwards and stuff, I still wanted to be involved with kind of the kids and stuff. So I kind of developed a talk about being, accepting yourself being unique because there's only one you. Um, and not to let things that or they're said by outside people and stuff that really have no factor in your life when you really look at it, and not let those people bother you. So that the bullying thing and stuff became a big thing at time and stuff. So I did a lot of anti-bullying talks. Now I don't do as many of them as I used to, but I'm still involved with, I own a ghostwriting and publishing company. So I still get involved with people that are writing books, all along those factors and stuff for motivational things. And, I enjoy working with people on that and helping them get their stories out there.
When you're going to these schools and you're talking to these kids, what are some of the messages, not only that you're telling them, but also do you get feedback from them at the end of your conversations?
I have had some feedback from some, from students and stuff along the way that seem to enjoy, what I had to say, and, the embracing yourself and embracing your uniqueness, and not, and then the anti-bullying things and stuff. A lot of them's like, you gave me some ideas and stuff that I hadn't thought about. So when I can get that kind of feedback and stuff from kids and stuff, I really appreciate it when they seem to be appreciative of me being there.
It's very hard when someone is going through a rough time in their life and someone else is trying to make them feel less than.
Right.
You want to be able to empower them and lift them up so that they are successful in life. Whatever they're about to do is makes them feel good.
That's why I kind of like doing what I call my uniqueness talks because it let kids realize and stuff. Hey, I am special and stuff, and it doesn't matter what other people say about me and stuff. It's what I think about myself, and I enjoy being able to give that piece of information to kids.
Was there a time where someone was giving you a hard time over something
Oh
and you
yeah,
were
I
able
mean,
to overcome it, and how did you deal with that?
well, I was a coach's kid, so that was always, sometimes a thing from other players. I was a starter and stuff because my dad was a coach. It wasn't because I was a good player and stuff, it's because my dad was a coach. That was the only reason. And I mean, my best friend's mother and stuff used to say that all the time and stuff. Oh, my son's so much better and stuff, but he didn't get a chance and stuff because he's not a coach's son. And I was an all-state basketball player, so I mean, I wasn't bad. Um, so yeah, I got that. So then, I mean, I was a tall, skinny kid. I graduated high school. I was 6'10", 190 pounds, I guess. So I mean, I was a stick, and I used to get a hard time from people and stuff about being so skinny and stuff. It's, oh, you can stick your tongue out and turn sideways and look like a zipper. So I got to hear stuff like that and stuff. I had to get to the point to where I just didn't let it bother me and just kind of considered the source and went on.
Yeah, and so you're paying it forward to the next generation by giving them helpful advice on how to deal with the bullies and how to deal with all kinds of situations where you don't know what you're doing, and you have to find it in you to be able to overcome those challenges.
Right. Yeah. And I mean, I did the school talks and stuff. I'd speak at churches sometimes and stuff as well. And back to being unique, that was always my big thing and stuff, is that you are unique because there is nobody else out there like you. So embrace it.
What is it about giving back to the community that gives you the most joy?
Like I said, if I can go and speak to a school and stuff, and I've got one kid that it resonates with, then I'm happy with that. So being able to hear somebody come up to me and say, hey, I heard you speak and stuff, and I took this from it, and I've applied this to my life and stuff, and it's made things better. Then